Have you ever wondered what intelligence is? Because most people have no idea what intelligence really is. They think it's something you learn in school or what you get on an IQ test. But that's all nonsense. Intelligence is much more than that. Intelligence comes in many different forms, not just human intelligence as many things. And today I'm going to show you the truth about what intelligence is and something most people don't know about it. First of all, you're naturally wondering how you could measure intelligence, but the answer is simple. It can't be measured. It has so many different forms and types of intelligence, and we can't measure all of them with a single test, like the IQ test, which has many limitations. The IQ test is the most well-known and widely used test to measure intelligence. It was developed in the early 20th century to rate the academic performance of children. The IQ test consists of a series of tasks that test logical thinking, spatial visualization memory, and linguistic abilities. However, the IQ test has many critics who question its validity and fairness. Some of the criticisms are, the IQ test does not take into account other types of intelligence that are important for success and happiness in life, such as creative problem solving, emotional competence, and social interaction. The IQ test disregards the dynamic nature of intelligence, which changes and develops over the course of life. Intelligence is not a fixed trait that you once have and never lose, but a skill that you can train, improve, or lose. Intelligence also depends on the situation, motivation, and interest, which can affect a person's performance. So, intelligence is not just a number you have on a paper, but a complex and diverse ability that you can apply in different areas and situations. Intelligence is not always an advantage in life, but also has some disadvantages that many overlook. For example, intelligent people can get bored faster, have fewer friends, have higher expectations of themselves and others, experience more stress, or be perceived as arrogant or unsocial. Intelligence is also not the only criterion for success and happiness in life, but only one of many that play a role. Intelligence is not just a human trait, but also an artificial one. Animals have a high intelligence in certain areas. Animals also have a certain level of consciousness, which is reflected in their perception, expression, and experience of emotions, pain, and joy. Artificial intelligence is the development of machines or systems that can mimic or surpass human intelligence. There are generally 3 levels of AIs, and I will introduce them to you. Weak AI specializing in a specific task or area, e.g. playing chess or face recognition, cannot go beyond their framework or learn new skills. An example of weak AI is Siri, Apple's voice assistant who can answer questions or execute commands, but not much more. Strong AI can perform any task a human, e.g. understand language or think creatively, potentially capable of achieving or surpassing human intelligence. A young, strong AI is Chat T, but also has limitations. Artificial consciousness, aware of themselves and their surroundings, has feelings and emotions, moral values, and a sense of their existence. Not only intelligent, but also alive, even further from realization than strong AI, raises many philosophical and ethical questions. If an artificial consciousness arises, humanity will either perish or make immense progress in every area of life. AI, of course, has advantages over our intelligence, such as having the entire internet available or being more constant and reliable because they do not feel emotions and are thus more objective than we are. But we all know these advantages since chat took over the world. What will probably interest you and me more is what we humans can do better than AI. Creativity. I can generate content, but only from existing data or rules. Humans, on the other hand, can be guided by their intuition or feelings to create unique and new works of art or ideas. Emotions. I can mimic and fake emotions, but it can't really feel or understand them. I has no consciousness, no compassion, and no morality. Humans, on the other hand, have many emotions that influence their decisions, their behavior, their relationships, and who they are. Intuition. I can think logically and learn, but cannot decide intuitively. It is based on data and rules, but cannot think creatively or decide spontaneously. People possess intuition, which enables fast, effective action without having all the information. What is intelligence? This question is as old as mankind itself, and yet we do not have a clear answer to it. Is intelligence an ability that we can measure? Is intelligence something we inherit, or is intelligence something we learn? The answer is simple. There is no universal explanation for what intelligence is. It is different for everyone, but I can tell you what intelligence is for me. For me, intelligence is not just one ability, but a multitude of abilities that depend on various factors such as genetics, environment, education, culture, and motivation, and develop over the course of life. There are different types of intelligence that reflect different aspects of human thought and action, and I will now introduce you to the 8 different forms. Linguistic intelligence, the art of words, whether speaking, writing, reading, or listening, you can captivate, inspire, and persuade others. You are a master of language who tells stories, analyzes text, and makes jokes. Logical mathematical intelligence, the logic of numbers, whether calculating, analyzing, experimenting, or solving, you can understand, explain, and change the world. You are a math genius who recognizes patterns, formulates hypotheses, develops algorithms, and deciphers puzzles. Spatial intelligence, the vision of images. Whether drawing, designing, constructing, or orientating, you can perceive, create, and shape your environment. You are an artist of spaces who processes visual information, builds three-dimensional objects, creates aesthetic compositions, and finds your way in different environments. Musical intelligence, the magic of sounds, whether listening, singing, playing, or composing, you can enjoy, express, and produce music. You are a musician of sounds who perceives, distinguishes, reproduces, and combines sounds. You can create and interpret melodies, harmonies, rhythms, and styles. Bodily-Kinesthetic Intelligence, the power of the body, whether controlling, moving, coordinating, or refining, you can master, use, and optimize your body. You are an athlete of the body who learns, performs, adapts, and refines physical skills. You can optimize your strength, skill, balance, and endurance. Interpersonal Intelligence, the empathy of people, whether communicating, understanding, empathizing, or cooperating, you can interact, respect, and help other people. You are a leader of people who recognizes, respects, and takes into account the feelings, thoughts, motives, and needs of others. You can build relationships, resolve conflicts, and lead teams. Intrapersonal intelligence, the wisdom of self. Whether recognizing, reflecting, motivating, or regulating, you can know, accept, and improve yourself. You are a philosopher of self who understands, accepts, and expresses his own feelings, thoughts, motives, and needs. You can set goals, develop strategies, and improve yourself. Naturalistic intelligence, the love of nature. Whether observing, recognizing, classifying, or appreciating, you can explore, describe, explain, and protect nature. You are a biologist of nature who explores, describes, explains, and protects the diversity, beauty, laws, and dangers of the natural world. This is my view on intelligence, but what is your view? What does intelligence mean to you? I challenge you to take a few minutes to think about what intelligence is for you.